Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. If you guys are new here, my name is KaSandra. I am the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new sacred space. And if you guys are returning, welcome, family, back to our sacred garden. I am always honored, excited, and joyed to be in your presence. Now, I wanted to take a moment for us to do a reading. And before I get into that, I just kind of wanted to share a few messages that came through prior to this. And actually, I've been picking up on this for quite some time now. I want to say for me, it's been about a couple of months, actually. And I cannot help but feel like this is the perfect opportunity for me to come on here and share those messages and those downloads with you guys. And actually, that actually is what also inspired this reading. Now, funny thing is that I knew that I was going to be doing a recorded reading face to face with you guys, up close and personal, but I didn't truly know exactly what the reading was going to be about. But then I was called to do the reading based off of what we are letting go of, what we are purging, what we are releasing. And the reason is because I've been getting this feeling that you guys have been going through a major breakdown. And this has to do with every single last aspect of your life. Some of you guys don't know where this is coming from. You guys don't know what is triggering it. You guys just feel like it's just this outpour of energy, of time, of effort. And there's so many things that you guys have been feeling like it's been draining from you. Some of you guys are also in a state of grieving where you're just like, you don't know how to grieve this thing, right? And I'm setting the intention that whatever comes through this reading actually helps you along your journey. I set the intention that you have an open heart, that you have an open mind, and also a mind of discernment and a heart of love to receive what you need, and that you discard what you don't need. And it's so interesting because I feel like a lot of us who have been going through these major breakdowns have a lot of responsibility to take care of. Like, we have so many things going for ourselves, yet we feel like we're not getting anything done. And for some of us, we feel overwhelmed with this energy that just won't fucking leave. And it sucks because I know that a lot of you guys are really trying your best, right? If you're watching this video right now, you're doing the best that you can. And it's hard when you have so many things going on, and then so many things that you're healing from, and then so many things that you're letting go of and purging. And then for some of you guys, what I'm hearing is the word confusion. You're just confused. You don't know what's going on. You just look up and you're like, what? Like, it's like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that this reading gives you whatever clarity you need. The question is, what am I purging and releasing? Or what am I letting go of? What is it that you are leaving to die, leaving to rest? Because honestly, you guys are going through a rebirth. Like, a lot of you are going through a rebirth. And before I get into the cards, what I'm hearing is that some of you guys are actually letting go of a part of yourself. It's this idea or belief that you have of yourself based off of your experiences, and others of you have this idea around the world or around people that you are letting go of so that you can welcome in new experiences. Because sometimes what I'm hearing is that oftentimes when we have this preconceived idea or what we believe to be true about this thing or this person or ourselves, sometimes we limit ourselves to the maximum potential or to the blessings that can come from the universe because we keep a closed mind. And that's one of those things where Spirit is saying you have to keep an open mind and not judge this thing as good or bad, and not judge this thing to be this final thing, but to be open to the transformation that this thing may go through, or be open to the rebirthing. And why? Because when you see these things outside of you, it reflects on the inside. And if all you can see is this limitation, then that is what your life is going to be, a limitation. So there's this idea of us there's this feeling of us letting these ideas go, letting go of this idea again that you have of yourself, of your family, your friends, or whatever. Let go of what you believe this thing should be or should look like. Yes, you are someone that may be setting your intention for something specific to come in, and that's fine. You can do that. But there's this idea of you being open to it all. I believe we did a video, was it last week, I think, or maybe like 2 weeks ago, about not choosing left or right, but being open to the void and being open to it all. I get those vibes, but I feel like this time what it's doing is that it's helping you with your transformation specifically. And as or before you enter into this void, for some of you guys, you're going backwards. Before you enter into this void, you have to be willing to backtrack, retrace your steps and say, okay, what have I done so far? What has happened so far? And what do I need to go from this situation? Or it could be a situation. Or what do I need to let go of that has been coming up a lot in the past, right? And anyway, yes. So we're going to go ahead and get into the card pool. I'm going to be working from the Horror Tarot because it's one of my favorite decks to use around this time. Now, I actually really do love these cards, and I actually use these cards all year round. I don't always show it on camera, but when I'm doing readings for myself sometimes, I will absolutely gravitate towards this deck. Why? Because I just love horror, I guess. Yep. And I like spiders and things like that. Oh, and you guys may see some like spiders in the background. I call myself decorating for Halloween, but... Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the reading. I also might be pulling from the Lenormand deck because I feel like it just matches the vibe, you know? And I'm also gonna be working from Wisdom of the House of Knights. We are also gonna be working with the Talisman Oracle. And we are also going to be working from the Halloween Oracle. We're going to be working from the Halloween Oracle. And yes, let's go ahead and get started. And I already have some cards pulled here. These are the Oracle cards and the Gold Foil Tarot cards. Divine, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you so much for your divine protection and benevolent love. We ask that you please cover us in your wisdom. Allow your wisdom to flow through this space. I ask for your protection for myself, for the person and or people listening to this message. I ask for guidance. What is it that our soul tribe is letting go of collectively? And what wisdom do you have to give to us tonight? May this message serve as a timeless message, and may everything come through very clearly. And thank you for giving me the visions that you are giving me now to help my soul tribe. And it is so. All right. So first things first, we already have 3 cards here. So the first 3 cards to show face, we have the 2 of Swords, we have the 3 of Swords reverse, and we also have here the Fool card in reverse. Okay. Interesting, because I'm hearing the words mental anguish, and it would make sense that mental anguish would be what comes out. A lot of you guys are having a lot of trouble with letting go. And it's so interesting because when I had my eyes closed, the first thing that I saw was that there was this jar. There was this jar, and it had like this, it looked kind of cartoonish, which is funny because I feel like, I want to say it looked like these cups, but it wasn't. It was a jar. It was potion. And it was poured out, actually. Yeah, it was poured out. And it was just laying there, like on this shelf, like on this wooden shelf. And it's just rolling back and forth. And it's something where it's like, I'm hearing that it was like accidental. I'm hearing that for some of you guys, you're letting go of what was an accident. Even though there was this accident that happened and it caused a lot of tribulation. It caused a lot of trauma, but it was an accident. There's something very specific about an accident that some of you guys are letting go of. And what I'm hearing is that it is not your fault. It was not their fault. It was just simply an accident. And I'm hearing that for some of you guys, it sucks that I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry. I don't really mean to turn this into anything negative. Forgive me. But this led to a specific passing of someone. And I'm hearing Spirit say that it is definitely time for you to start healing from that, because that's what you're letting go of. There was something about it being an accident. Whether it was through a car accident, whether it was through a work accident, there was something that happened with this other person that you are having a really hard time forgiving. And Spirit is saying that it is time to start healing from that, because it's keeping you away from happiness. And my condolences to you if this is true for you. And we're just going to go ahead and continue. My condolences, seriously. That can't be good. All right, so we have a lot. You guys have a lot of cards in reverse, you guys. I feel like it's a lot. You guys are going through a lot right now. Hopelessness. That's something that I'm hearing that you guys are letting go of. You guys are letting go of hopelessness. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups here in reverse. We also have the 5 of Cups. Yep, like I suspected. I'm glad that I'm doing this reading for us right now because it's been... Yeah, the 9 of Swords. Guilt is what I'm hearing with that one. And then the Moon. Reverse. Oh, man. And then we have the Sun in reverse. All right. I can definitely tell that you guys are... And we also have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Damn, you guys are going through a mad purging. Your whole life is being changed around. You guys, I feel like you guys are sensing a lot of hopelessness right now. And a lot of you guys are feeling like there is no way out of this tunnel. There is no way out of this space. There is no way out of this dark space right now. And I feel like you guys don't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. You guys are having a really hard time with coming to ropes with something. What I'm feeling is that there is something about yourself that is coming up. You may have noticed a part of yourself that you didn't know that you were capable of. You may have noticed something about someone else that you couldn't believe that they were capable of. Maybe someone has been saying something to you and you can't believe that those words came out of their mouth. And there was something that happened that made you just want to go into a space where you went into a space of depression and you wanted to be alone for quite some time. And I'm seeing that you guys are coming out of that. If you guys hear anything in the background, it's my partner and his dad, and also the cat, because she is in heat. And when she's in heat, she does a lot of yelling and a lot of meowing and things like that. So please forgive my background. I'll do my best to edit it out the video. Moving forward, I do feel like although you guys are feeling as though there's a lot of things you have going on, there's something that is pulling you guys back, and it's the weight of depression, and it's like this never-ending cycle. You feel like there's this one point where you get through it, and then next thing you know, something happens, and then it's triggered again. Or you may be feeling like every time you get ahead, you get knocked back, and then it sends you spiraling into this dark space. And I feel like some of you guys are, again, having this really hard time with finding the light at the end of the tunnel because you guys are submerged in so much darkness. And I think what it is, for some of you guys, I know for a fact that, and I can feel for a fact that it's this need to know. And you don't do well, for some of you guys, you don't do well in the dark because obviously you can't see, but you can't see the outcome. You can't see a way out. And Spirit is saying that as much as you don't want to do this, what you are letting go of is your need to know. And what you are letting go of is your need to claw and claw and claw your way out. You are letting go of this need to constantly be on the search for something. And the reason is because what Spirit is saying is that even though it doesn't make sense to you now, it will, is that what you need is to be right here and right now, not doing anything. And what this not doing anything looks like, meaning it looks like you not, what Spirit is saying, overreacting. It's you not reacting to anything. It's you just simply being in presence with yourself. It's literally you being in presence with yourself. That is the way that it's coming out right now. And what I'm hearing is that what is keeping you away from this happiness is the guilt you're holding on to. It's the shame. It's the regret. It's all these should have, could have, would have. I should have did this. I should have did that. Okay, you should have and you didn't. So now Spirit is saying that there is this need for you to pull back and ask yourself, okay, why didn't you? Now that you know, or maybe you don't know, maybe you have to sit with that for a while. Maybe you have to sit with that for a few years. Maybe you have to sit with that for a few months, for a few hours, whatever. Insert time frame here, but Spirit is asking you to sit with that. And once you do come to this conclusion, whenever you do, let it go. And how do you let this go? You let this go by forgiving yourself. You let this go by saying, you know what? I did this, although I will never forget. I'm going to remember what happened. That way I don't make that same mistake again. And to be honest, one of the things that Spirit wants to remind you is that you are learning. You did not come to this life or in this life knowing everything, because if you did, there would be no need for you to be alive right now. And I think that sometimes we often get hung up on keeping ourselves locked into this pain and suffering. And it's like, listen, this pain and this suffering was here, and you have the choice to choose to learn from it or to keep repeating the cycle. And for some of you guys, it's this curse that you keep putting on yourself. For others of you, there very well may be a curse put on you. But for others of you, more than likely, it's this curse that you put on yourself. And what you're letting go of, what you're releasing, is the hurt and the pain and the disappointment that you had experienced when you were in a relationship with someone, when you were at a job. It could have been anything. You're letting that go. That is what you're purging and releasing. So if you're working your magic and you're working with a purge and banish fixed candle, like I have here, if you are working on releasing something, that is what you're releasing. You're releasing the need to control every single possible outcome. You're releasing the pain. You're releasing the hurt. You're releasing the guilt. You're releasing this need to know. You are releasing so many of these things. You guys are releasing pessimism. You guys are releasing this idea that you have of yourself and other people, like we said at the very beginning. You guys are letting go of this financial instability. You guys are letting go of this financial hardship mindset. You guys are letting go of all of that. You guys are letting go of old wounds and emotions. You guys are letting go of the dishonor to your divine feminine. You guys are purging and releasing the need to this fear of progression. You guys are letting go of the fear of success. There's so many things that you guys are letting go of. You guys are letting go of friendships. You guys are purging and releasing friendships. You guys are letting all of that stuff go. And what Spirit is saying is that Spirit wants you in a space where you are isolated, but it's not the fact that you don't need to be around anyone. It's one of those things where you have to honor the fact that this is some alone time that is needed. You don't always get a break. Allow yourself to get this break. If you feel that there are so many people that are dropping out of your life like flies, then Spirit is saying to honor that. And the reason why you're honoring that is because you don't always get alone time, because every time you're around someone, you're constantly doing something for them. You're constantly being of service, and you're not putting the energy back within yourself. You guys are letting go of that too. This constant need to overly give, this toxic form of masculinity, because let's be real, that's what it's called. Toxic masculinity does not always look like a man who was overbearing and loud and macho. That's not what toxic masculinity only looks like. Toxic masculinity, as in, speaking energetically, is this energy where you are constantly giving and not receiving enough. You guys are letting go of that. You guys are letting go of the need to constantly pour your heart out when you don't need to. In a way that causes you suffering. You guys are letting go of that. You guys are letting go of the ideas that you have placed upon yourself. There are limitations that you guys, and restrictions, what I'm hearing. You guys have been restricting yourself. You guys are letting go of the need to constantly restrict yourself. There are so many things that you guys are letting go of right now. And the best thing that you can give to yourself is grace. The best thing that you can give to yourself right now is patience and love. You guys are going through a massive shift and change, especially because there's so many energies that have been hitting the planet. There's so many of that. And I feel like you guys are growing to be even more sensitive. Although there are so many cards right now that are in reverse, I see this as a beautiful thing, because now you can stop and you can sit and pause to really think about what you want. You have the Ten of Cups here. You got the Ten of Cups here. You got the Three of Cups in reverse. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You may not see it, but I feel like this is the best thing that is happening for you right now. And I know that I sound like a crazy lady, because I'm like, yes, this is the suffering you need. No, I'm not saying that you need to suffer. What I am saying is that this right now, this breakdown that you are going through in your life is well needed. Because if it weren't for this breakdown, if it wasn't for you letting go of these ideas and these limitations and these thoughts that you have of the world and other people, if you continue with that, then you're going to continue to suffer and have a lack. There is always going to be a lack. But if you let yourself purge and let these things go and grieve these things and let them fall away, they will never return to you if you don't let them. And what that means is even when it comes up for you, you don't allow it in. You don't allow it to affect you. And then once you have passed that test, once you say and make the agreement that you will not allow this to infect your insides, or once you allow yourself to eliminate the toxins that are within you that keeps attracting these different elements or these different things, then you can start to rise above the program. You can then start to rewrite the program. You can then start to play another program. Does that make sense? What I'm also hearing is that when you clean the gunk and the toxins, right, that are within you energetically and physically, you know, insert what you're doing here. When you clear that out, you then start to see the truth of how terrible these things were. When you clean out the energetic attachments and when you discord yourself or when you detach yourself from whatever this thing is, from this toxin that you were addicted to, right? Because some of you guys are breaking addictions. The devil card is not here, but I feel the energy. Now, the devil card is not here per se. Oh my God. Wow. I'm not shitting you. Look at that. That is a devil card. That is a devil card. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Look at that, you guys. That is the devil. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is crazy as shit. We were just saying that. We were just talking about that, you guys. And we were talking about cups at the very beginning. You cannot make this up. What I feel like is the fact that, again, you guys are in a space where you are letting go of so many different things, attachments, friendships. You are literally purging your whole life. I'm hearing a whole body detox. Some of you guys are going through a whole body detox. Well, you are purging your body, your physical vessel, your 3D vessel, your avatar, and you are also purging your energetic body. You're purging your mind. You are literally rewriting a program. And if these things keep coming up from the past, which I feel that they are, because you do have the Six of Cups here, when these things do come back, if you continue to respond to them, they will continue to show face in your reality. But if you stop responding and becoming reactive to them and you let them pass, they will understand and figure out, okay, I am no longer needed here. I am gone now and I will not return. That is when you can then say, all right, now I am starting to rewrite the program because they keep coming up for me and I'm not responding. I'm not moved by it anymore. And each time you are moved by this thing, the spirit is saying that for you and your own personal life, if you keep being moved by it, it will keep showing up in your life. And you are letting go of the need to control. You're letting go of the need to constantly know. You are letting go of this attachment or this addiction to, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. It's like you're not giving yourself a chance to relax. You are purging and releasing the anxiety. It is not going to be easy for some of you guys. And for others of you, it's just a matter of taking a moment to reflect and breathe and to be honest with yourself. It's painful, but you guys are making your way. You guys have the Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords is also here in an upright position. You guys also got the Seven of Cups in reverse. Spirit is saying that you don't have to choose right now. And the reason why for some of you guys, you're not able to make the choices that you need to make, the reason why some of you guys don't know what you want is because right now the focus is healing. Right now the focus is moving on. That's the reason why. Also, this is temporary. Breakthroughs are coming. You just have to get through this first. Breakthroughs are coming. You just have to get through this first. You guys are so amazing. And it's one of those things where I gotta be honest with you, even though there are a lot of cards here, I feel like Spirit has already given you the message. It's one of those things where we don't have to go so hard on giving a message because you already know what to do. It's one of those things where you kind of already knew what was going on. You just needed confirmation. For some of you guys, you're looking for peace in your relationship. May there be peace in your relationship. But what I'm hearing also for some of you guys that are going through these things in your relationship, Spirit is saying say goodbye to your ego because that's the only way you're going to get through it. Your ego is a tool that is to be used to help you differentiate yourself from someone else. And you are a singularity amongst other singularities. And it is your ego that allows you to, that helps you move throughout this matrix, right? Maneuver throughout this reality because it gives you a sense of self. But then when that sense of self becomes projected onto someone else, that's when problems start. And Spirit is saying that now you're in a space where you're learning how to use your ego properly. That's very, very, very specific for someone. Take it as it resonates. I'm hearing the word Gemini. I'm hearing Virgo. I'm hearing Sagittarius. And I literally just heard all 12 signs, but I feel like I don't know if I could trust that, but I hear things, but I don't always take it as, oh, that's just a download. No, something just come up because I feel like it's just what I'm used to hearing. So that one I'm just going to kind of throw out, but those are the signs that I did hear. Or you may be, I may be attracting people of all signs. Who knows, right? Just insert whatever that is here, right? Okay, I feel like I want to get into the Oracle cards because, yes, I feel like there are definitely breakthroughs coming. You guys have the Knight of Cups, you guys have the Five of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Cups. Oh, it's the glare. I don't want the glare to be too strong. Okay, I'm not going to show the glare because of these cards are very shiny, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is that with the Knight of Cups, with the Five of Pentacles, and with the Page of Cups, this gives me that energy of, it's like, listen, although you may have felt like you were left out in the cold, you may have felt like you were in this space where you just didn't really know exactly what to do, where to go. You may have felt homeless. There's this sense of like homelessness coming through. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, I'm hearing the word hippie. Some of you guys don't have an actual place to call home, but I do feel that some of you guys are being welcomed into a space where you can call home. And I'm hearing that some of you guys are moving across the country. Some of you guys are moving out of the country. Some of you guys are going on a road trip, and some of you guys are leaving. But I'm also hearing it's that with you leaving the space behind and you saying, you know what, normally this person or these people would have offered you help, but I see you refusing that. And the reason is because you're finding your own sense of purpose and your own sense of self. And you're also allowing yourself to just be in your own energy, be in your own emotions. And I feel that you guys are in a journey where you're learning how to honor your emotions. So some of you guys are letting go of this need to neglect your emotional body. And I feel that for some of you guys, you have been very negligent to your emotional body, and that's why you're suffering. And what I'm hearing is that you're moving away or out of what people offer you because there's something that you feel intuitively that you want to head towards. Spirit is saying to answer that call because there's a lot of luck that comes with that. And I do feel that it is just your luck that something will happen. You'll meet someone, and next thing you know, by you meeting this person or with you meeting this person or these group of people or whatever have you, or this new connection, that it is going to change the trajectory of your life. You just have to be open to it. You have good luck here. You have protection. You have safe travel and change. Oh my God. Yo, safe travel. I'm telling you, I feel like y'all are moving on to something else. You guys are moving out of these spaces. You're letting go and you're literally changing scenery. I think a new scenery for you is good right now. You guys also got protection, good luck. Like I said, you guys also got growth of energy. I feel like, can you guys see that? I feel like with growth of energy here, there's this idea of restoration that's coming through because you guys are purging so much. And I also feel like you guys are purging a lot at once. And I'm hearing something about going swimming. But this looks like indoor swimming though. Like indoor swimming, you're moving to a place that has a pool is what I'm hearing. Or a jacuzzi is what I'm hearing, like a hot jacuzzi. I'm seeing something about relaxation. Some of you guys are moving to a place by the beach. And I'm also hearing something about water filter. Change your water filters. These are just things that are coming through right now. I feel also like with safe travels, change, growth of energy, protection, and good luck, I really do feel that you have better luck leaving the spaces. Ruins of your life that you can use, that you can take with you to build this new thing. Like that's so beautiful because I feel that the thing that you are building, even though they may have traces of your scars, that's what makes it even more beautiful. So I feel like you guys are building something over again. You're starting over again. You're starting your life all over again. But this time you're doing it from a space of love. This time you're doing it from a space of divine trust, of divine love. And I feel like you guys are doing it from a space of you trusting in yourself. And I really do feel that. I feel like you guys are starting over. You guys are adding more magic to your life. You guys are adding more emotional fulfillment. You guys are choosing you this time. And you're letting go of the need to not choose you. And you're letting go of anything and everything that keeps you from choosing you. Because Spirit is saying to choose you this time. choose you this time. You also have the High Priestess of Spirit. Yeah, High Priestess of Spirit. You also have the Warrior. And you also have Rigid. You have Scrying here. You have Vampire. And you also have Eternal Love. With these cards, what I'm feeling is that there's this constant fighting that you've been doing, that you have done over your life. And I feel like sometimes you may just kind of sit back and you stare off into space. And it's this thing where sometimes your mind just goes blank. And the beautiful thing about this is that when you allow yourself to be in this space of blankness, that is a moment of rest that you need. But not only that, that is a time where you are literally being uploaded with these downloads. Like the universe or whatever, your guides or whatever you have, your higher mind or whatever you believe in, is literally uploading the downloads. And when you get out of that space of just staring off into the corner or into the bookshelf or into the couch, or sometimes you may get caught staring at someone, but you're not staring at them. You're just looking in a direction, right? When you are doing that, you are being filled with all the wisdom that you need. You may not know what happened, but next thing you know, the question that you guys asked yourself, the answer may come out of nowhere. The answers came to you when you stopped dead in your tracks to just stare off. That's when the answers came. And I feel that you guys are going to receive a lot of clarity now. I feel that with this scrying thing, with intuition, and with this High Priestess of Spirit, you guys are being asked right now to trust in your intuition, because it's this rigidity, if that's even a word, it's this rigidness, or it's the being rigid from the fight that is keeping you away from your intuition. And I feel that right now, the fact that you guys have emotional intelligence, this to me is pointing to the fact that you know what you need emotionally. And if you don't know what you need, you will know. And I feel that the more that you purge, the more that you let go of the things that we mentioned earlier, that's when you can start to realize the things that you do need to fill you up. And I do see a happy ending. I just don't know exactly what that looks like for you. I can try to guess and say that it may be a house, it may be a new job, or it may be a car, it may be your lifelong partner that you've been manifesting for a while now, it may be you just living by yourself, it may be your dream boat, it may be a yacht, who knows? Whatever it is, for some of you guys, what I'm hearing is that it's just peace. And it's happening. But before you get there to that space, you need this to happen. You need the turbulence to shake up the shit that's stuck and stagnant. You need it to be uprooted so you can cast it out, so you can throw it out, so you can purge it out. It's this energy that has been built up over time and it's become rigid. And now what Spirit is saying is that the turbulence that is happening in your life right now is causing these things to... I'm hearing something about the gallbladder. I'm hearing something about stones. There's something about this, when you ingest this, you break up all the hardness. Or if you take this and you consume this, it could be binaural beats, it could be meditation, it could be, I just heard something about sunflowers and like a tincture and like an elixir. When you consume these things, right? When you allow yourself to immerse yourself into them, that's when the breakup of the energy happens, and that's when you're able to pass it through. You're able to pass it through. You are not in this fight alone. If anything, you don't need to fight right now. Spirit is asking you to go back and breathe. These are the downloads that I am getting for you guys. I really hope that this reading is making sense for somebody. All right, so you guys got travel. Again, like I said, you guys are leaving spaces. Can you guys see that? Okay, anyways, I mean, like, why you got that thing in my face? I feel like with you guys are definitely leaving. I see that some of you guys are going on a retreat, like a spiritual retreat. Also focus on your health, please. Yes, focus on your health. You got the tree twice, and you also got, like I said, the ship card, and you also got the love card. I feel like you guys are reconnecting with yourself. I feel like you guys are in a space where you are really going into a space where you can finally focus and hone in on your roots, on what has you, on your health, your wealth, your vitality. I feel like with this tree card here, this is making me feel like there's something, I'm hearing apples. Like there's something specific about apples and you guys consuming more apples or juicing apples to help with your health. Insert whatever you, insert what that means here. But what I'm hearing is that there's something specific about apples. And it's so funny because what's in the tree, they're not apples, they're birds. If you can see that. Those are birds, they're not apples. But there's something about apples. Consume apples and it'll help you with your health. Okay. Yeah. I hope this helped. I hope that this reading did give you some type of peace of mind. I hope that this gave you some type of love and encouragement to know that no matter what, you can do this. That if you gave yourself permission to let go, that you can do this. All right. I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next video.